Now, here's the other thing about crossing 50. When I was a kid, I used to think anybody that was 50 or older had... What the heck? I feel like I'm in Aerosmith or something. I'm a comedian, for God's sake. Is the house on fire? But I thought anybody that had crossed 50, they were like a fountain of knowledge that you could go and drink from. And then I got to be 50 and I went, well, that's not the case. Because like, oh no, are you smarter than a fifth grader? Like when I started doing that, people thought I was smart. And I'm like, y'all, if they didn't give me the blue cards, that's the shortest show in the history of television. First question, do you know the answer? No, neither do I. Good night, everybody. We had a lady on, it was like a third grade grammar question. It was something about an antonym. And she said, oh, I remember there were homonyms and synonyms and antonyms. She said, I can't remember the difference in them. Can you use it in a sentence? My antonym came over for Christmas dinner. But I started thinking about all the stuff that I didn't know. And it's a lot longer list than the stuff I do know. But it's stuff I thought I would know by now. I mean, I don't know how they know how long to make the cord for the first bungee jump at a new place. All right, Ed, let him jump! All right, Ed, shorten it up a little bit. Give his girlfriend a free t-shirt. I don't know why the dentist makes you lie to him. Every time I go to the dentist, he'll be looking at my mouth. He's like, oh, you have not been flossing every day, have you? No, not every day. Oh, let me think. The last time I flossed, you did it. I don't know who closes the door when the bus driver gets off. Don't think about that one too long. You get a headache, I promise. I don't know how women can lie down on the couch and take a nap without sticking their hand in the front of their pants. How do y'all do that? See, men have a sleep button located right there. Take our hand, put it on that button, and... I don't know why the people with the worst breath always stand the closest to you when they talk. They're like, guess what? Oh, I don't know, you got a dirty diaper in your mouth? Can I tell you something? All right, but do it quick. I can only hold my breath for 30 seconds. And you always try to offer them like a piece of gum or a mint. They never take it. They're like, oh, no thanks. I don't like the way those taste. Yeah, I can see where you wouldn't prefer peppermint to that cat turd you're chewing on right now. Wow. I don't know why the bank leaves the vault door wide open, but change the 25-cent ink pen to the counter. And why does the drive-up banking window have directions written in Braille? And they do. Check it out the next time you're there. I don't know why I can't call the computer helpline and talk to somebody on this side of the planet. Every time I call the computer helpline and get, hello, this is Kevin. What is the problem you are currently experiencing? I'm sorry, what was your name? It is Kevin. Kevin. Wow, because if I had to guess, I would have bet your name had 2 less vowels than Kevin. What is the problem you're currently experiencing? Well, before I called you, it was that my computer was locked up, but now it's trying to understand a damn thing you're saying. And they won't tell you where they are. I'm like, where are you? I'm at my desk. Okay, but where is your desk? It's in my office. Okay, Kevin, let me put it this way. If your friend came over to hang out with you tonight and he showed up driving an elephant, would that be weird? See, we don't drive elephants here. I don't know why a new razor costs $6, but a pack of 8 replacement blades cost $2,000. Why are razor blades so expensive? You could put a kid through college by growing a beard. I think they're so expensive, they've gotten complicated. You know, when I was a kid, it was one blade. You used it for a week, threw it away, got another. Now it's 5 blades. And the advertising agencies have convinced us every one of those blades has its own job. Blade number 1 walks up to the whisker and pretends to recognize it from high school. Blade number 2 runs behind it and thumps it over the head with a beer bottle. Blade number 3 ties its hands together with duct tape, while blade number 4 warns the other whiskers to stay out of it or they're next. You know what I think's going on? I think it's just like those road crews. I think there is one blade doing all the work and there's 4 just standing around watching. Why you can't ride a bicycle anymore without dressing like Lance Armstrong in the Tour de France. Anybody remember when you could ride a bicycle wearing blue jeans and a t-shirt? You can't do it now. Gotta have the uni. And it's not just young athletic people, like fat and middle-aged guys look like the Michelin Man in a wetsuit. And he's got sponsor logos. Like, who's sponsoring you, Pop? Dunkin' Donuts, all right. Pedal on, doughboy, pedal on. I don't know why only rednecks are seeing UFOs. And here's the deal. You got to discount 90% of that stuff right off the top, because my Uncle Jerry swore they had crop circles in their yard. Then we found out that his wife had called Goodwill and they had come and got the trampoline and the boat trailer. So, you know, mystery solved. But let's say there really were aliens and they really are coming to Earth and they didn't want people to know that they were coming to Earth. It makes sense they would only reveal themselves to rednecks. A, we usually live out in the country, so there's not going to be a lot of witnesses. B, we have no credibility with the media. See, people might believe a scientist from UCLA if he saw one and said, well, they appeared to be bipods from a hydrogen and nitrogen-based environment whose primary respiratory organ was located within their moist, translucent epidermis. As opposed to Cletus in his overalls going, it looked like a giant booger with real skinny legs. I don't know why after 27 years of marriage my wife continues to ask me, what do you want for your birthday? What do I always want for my birthday? Same thing every man on the planet wants for his birthday. The same thing every woman on the planet doesn't want for her birthday. Never once has my wife said, you know what, forget the flowers, forget the presents, why don't you just lock the door and take me to Squeal Town? But it's all any man wants. You can be visiting your grandpa in the nursing home and be like, happy birthday, Papa. Is today my birthday? It sure is. Well, help me get my pants off. I don't know why a dog can eat its own vomit, gobble up cat poop, and lick its rear end for hours and be totally fine, but if he eats half a candy bar, he dies. They need to renegotiate that one. I don't know why in this age of sexual equality, there are still some jobs that are the man's job or the woman's job. Like if there's a noise in the house in the middle of the night, whose job is it to check that out? Man. Yeah. Never see this. Phyllis. Phyllis. Run downstairs, see what that noise was. Hey, bring me back a piece of chicken, okay? Now, if there's a noise in the house in the middle of the night, it's the man checking it out. In his underwear, carrying a baseball bat. Because that is the official uniform of suspicious noises, underpants and a baseball. I don't know what we're hoping to find. Some guy in the living room in his underwear with a ball. And my dad didn't even need the baseball bat because my dad wore those giant boxer shorts that were always gapped open in the front. Oh, that gap would be like a taser to a thief. Shut the gap! Shut the gap! Here, take my wallet. Just shut that gap! And I know I'm on my way to being... Men have no idea what to do with crying because men have been taught all our lives not to cry. That's why when we grow up, we can be out cutting firewood with our buddies. We'll take that chainsaw, saw our leg off at the knee. We're like, I'm all right, I'm all right, I'm all right. Throw the leg in the cooler, hand me a beer, I'm all right.
Late on Saturday morning and you don't want the Jehovah's Witnesses waking you up? Friday night, before you go to bed, get a piece of chalk, draw an outline of a human body outside your front door, then throw some religious pamphlets out around it. Sleep till noon if you want to. I used to sleep till noon when I was single. I didn't like being single. Too tough. Dating was tough. Any guys ever go out with a girl that forgot to tell you she had a boyfriend? That's information you need. Yeah. This happened to me. I went out with this girl. We had a good time. We went out to dinner, and then after dinner, we came back to my apartment. We'd been at my place about half an hour when there was a knock on my front door. I walked out, opened the door. There's this 250-pound guy staring at me going, "What the hell you think you're doing with her?" I looked him right in the eyes, and I said, "I'm cutting her damn hair, and you're just going to have to wait, all right?" Called Savior Wife to Death. I love women. I don't understand everything about them yet, but I love them. Like, I don't understand, why is it when a woman gets in the bed, the temperature of her feet and butt drop to below freezing? It can be 98 degrees outside. That butt is ice cold. And want to put it on you. It's like snuggling with a butterball turkey. Honest to God, I can lick my hand, put it on my wife's butt, it'll stick, you know. I've learned this. Women care more about their appearance than men. Don't they, guys? Yeah. Well, you never see like a guy picking up his buddy to go fishing at 5 o'clock in the morning going, "Damn, Bill, you ain't gonna wear that shirt with them shoes, are you?" It's after Labor Day, for crying out loud. Women care more about smell than men. My wife's always asked me, "Do I smell good? You like the way I smell?" I mean, hell, if men have an odor, it's usually an accident. You know? "Charles, what is that intoxicating fragrance?" "No, that's Michelob. I hit a bump in a truck." Men and women both care about smell, but women go to trouble to smell good, you know. Men are more like, "Hey, does this stink too bad to wear one more time? Maybe I should put it in the dryer." Men love that dryer, don't we? And we'll find a shirt in the sewer, put it in the dryer. That's something gun ready to go right there. Thank you very much. You guys have been great. I hope to see you again. But they have a rule in my neighborhood. If you walk your dog and your dog does his business in somebody else's yard, you need to get a little plastic bag, pick it up, and dispose of it. And I know the dogs are confused. The dogs are like, "Wait a minute, you're taking it back home? Why did we have to walk 3 blocks? I could have pooped in the living room, saved us both some embarrassment." What a stupid rule. Why would they have us pick it up? It's fertilizer. It makes the grass grow. Lord, it's not like some child is going to step in it. A kid hadn't played in the yard since 1982. You know what's sad? We have an entire generation that has no idea how to get dog poop off the bottom of their shoe. But when I was growing up, we played in the yard every day, and every day somebody stepped in dog poop. And when it was your turn, you knew what to do about it. You would hobble over to the curb and scrape the biggest part off on the edge of the curb. Then you would find a puddle
and you would swirl the bottom of your shoe around in the puddle. Then limp over to the grass and do the brush stroke back and forth. Then you would find a little bitty piece of stick, and you would sit down on the curb and you would pick it out of the zigzag pattern on the bottom. Then you wore those shoes to church the next day. And nobody in that church knew you'd stepped in dog poop. See, when it comes to technology, my wife and I laugh about this because we're in our mid-50s, and my wife says we are the bologna in the technology bologna sandwich. We're right in the middle because our parents can't text and our children can't write. My kids don't even think you need to study. They're like, Dad, if you want to know something, you just Google it. And to a point, they're right. I mean, when I was growing up, if you were watching TV and somebody said, what was that guy in? You'd go, well, he looks familiar. That was it. Now you're watching TV, somebody goes, what was that guy in? Somebody goes, he was the janitor on Joey. Of course he was. But I try to tell my kids, I said, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can learn from Google. I said, but there's just as much stuff you can't learn from Google. You only learn it from life experience. You'll usually learn most of it the hard way. It's stuff that's not Googleable. I don't know if that's a word. But I call them the facts of life. It's stuff you can't Google. Like this, fact of life. If you are trying to get to the bathroom in an emergency situation, it is not a wise idea to unbutton your pants in transit trying to save a couple of seconds. Because the muscles that guard the floodgates will interpret the unbuttoning as the signal to abandon their post. And the 2 seconds you saved on the button are nullified by the hour and a half you spend mopping and doing laundry. You only learn that the hard way. Fact of life. If you are going to see a scary movie at the movie theater, it will be much more entertaining if you can find a seat directly behind a group of black women. Because not only will you get the scary movie, you will also get their running commentary of the scary movie. Oh, look at this. She running around in her panties like that. Girl, put some drawers on. And put that hair up before he snatched that weave out your head. Now, can you see this girlfriend? She going back in the house. No, she going down to the basement. Girl, get your shit and get out there now. Fact of life, women always have more questions than men have answers to. Great example of this. 6, 7 months ago, I get a text one day. The text says, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. I walk into the kitchen where my wife is. I said, hey, I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. She said, was he driving? I said, I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. Were Carol and the kids in the car with him? I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. Were the people in the other car hurt? I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. What hospital did they take him to? I don't know. I just got a text that said, please pray for Tom. He was in a bad wreck. She said, well, you don't know anything. What do you know? I know you need to pray for Tom. I just got a text said he was in a bad wreck. That's all I got. I ain't holding anything back. That's it. People point